Hi, this is Sarah Debolt-Siemon with the Ohio Valley Arabian Horse Association. Today we're going to be doing an instructional video on basic showmanship skills. This is basic showmanship for all levels of participants and all breed of horses. This is going to come in a three-part video. Today's part is going to be working with the handler, basically showing the handler's skills, what they need to do to perform accurately, and show their horse at their best ability. The next part video will then be working on the handler teaching the horse how to perform. And then on a third part video, we're going to work on getting you ready for the actual competition, how to prepare yourself and how to prepare your horse. So let's get started. Okay, so today I have here three of my friends. This is Cole, Kirsty, and Aaron, here to assist with learning how to do basic showmanship. First thing about showmanship is leading your horse. So you see here, we all three have our lead ropes. Always leading your horse. On your horse's left-hand side, you carry the lead in your right hand, and you carry the right of the lead, which means the end of it, in your left hand. As you hold your lead in your right hand, you want to make sure that you're holding your lead softly in your hand, closing very gently, thumb always pointed forward and face up. Never hold abrasively or turned over, clenching the lead. It's very soft, as if you're gently leading a child's hand in your hand, thumb up and forward. With the right of the lead, you want to simply have a nice rounded, circular lead. And depending on what appendix you're using, you can either do a figure 8 pattern, a circular pattern. Never tape your lead, as this is also very dangerous. You need to be able to control your horse, and if your horse jumps and your lead is taped, then you're in danger. So never tape. Always make sure that you are securely handling your horse. So as we have here, with my three handlers, I'm going to teach and instruct them how to properly hold their leads. So with Aaron, we're doing a really good job. We have our thumb forward, lead short here, nicely circled, never have the end hanging loose. Good. And then Kirsty, who already has a hold of her horse here, back to our right hand, very gently in her hand. That is a very nice soft hand, thumb forward. And then we need to make sure that we're going to do a figure 8 on Kirsty, actually, as an example. You can loop up. There you go. And then Kirsty will hold right in the center. There you go. And Cole as well, very nice, but make sure you're behind the actual buckle of the lead, right here. And very nice loop here. So this is basic hand. Okay, so now that we are all properly holding our leads in place, how do we properly hold our hands? A lot of times in showmanship classes, you see handlers out there, they're either hanging out, chilling, relaxing, super stiff, way out wide. The proper technique of holding your arms, elbows next to your ribs. You want to bring your hands down to your side, nice and flat. Now, with your thumbs pointing forward in front here, bring your hands up as if you're holding a tray. And imagine if this tray has a bowl of milk on it. So Aaron, your tray may actually tip over forward and splash all over you because your hands are above level from your elbow. There you go. Very nice, Kirsty, and very nice, Cole. Good job. So all three of you are very level. See how your hands and your thumbs are facing forward. Never have a broken wrist. If your wrists are broken, just look soft and weak. Always have a smooth, straight wrist. Elbows are always securely locked in place next to your elbows, next to your ribs. Never elbows turned out. Always locked in securely next to your ribs, straight elbows. Now that we have our leads locked into position, with our elbows securely placed next to our ribs and our wrists firm and straight, thumbs pointed up and forward, we're going to work on how do you stand facing the horse. Today, we're going to use our cones as a replacement for our horse. So as you're standing next to your horse, you always want to think that you're standing between the horse's eye and throat latch. But when you place the horse and set them up for inspection, you want to take one step out, slightly in front of your horse. So your toes are pointing your horse's front left foot, and you're slightly angled towards your horse. Never stand in front of your horse, as it is dangerous. Always stand slightly off to the front left angle of your horse. So guys, go ahead and take a step out, point your toes to the front left foot of your horse. Very nicely done. As you stand facing your horse for an inspection, always stand feet firmly together, never feet apart, never one foot turned out, never resting on one leg. You are all about showmanship and poise. So it's like supermodeling of horses. So stand firm and tall, shoulders back. For ladies, I like to tuck in the tummy just a little bit. Shoulders back, chest out, chin high, and elbows locked in. Next, let's talk about inspection. Inspection is when the judge maneuvers around the 4 quadrants of the horse. As the handler, you need to know when the proper timing is to move from side to side as the judge moves around the quadrants of your horse. The purpose of this is so that way the judge can be able to properly see you and the horse at the same time, but you never want to get in the way of the judge and disrupting his view of the horse. So there is proper technique of moving while the judge maneuvers the quadrants. So you primarily start out at the left-hand side of your horse. The judge will then maneuver from left to right in a circle around your horse. Your 4 quadrants will start at the horse's head, his right shoulder, his tail, and the left shoulder. As you begin your inspection, there's a nice technique. You want to think of it as 3 steps. Step out with your left foot, cross over with your right foot, out behind with your left foot, and together. As you do this, you're maneuvering from the horse's left side around their face to their right side. And you want to make sure that you have this perfect half moon shape that you're maneuvering around. Your movement should also be very quick and brisk as you're flowing with the judge. You never want to move too slow behind the judge, and you never want to move too fast in front of the judge. So we're going to pretend as if the judge is maneuvering now, and I'm going to show you how to make this 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, together. 1, 2, 3, together. So again, shoulders back, chin high, arms always locked in place, and briskly. 1, 2, 3, together. So I'm going to have my 3 participants here try it out. All right. So when you step out, you're going to step out with your left leg first, cross over with your right, step out behind with your left, and together. As you make these steps, making sure that you're making it from the horse's left side to the right side. Good job. Okay, let's try that back over to the horse's left side in a quicker movement. 2, 3, together. Good. And now, Kiersey, see how you kind of swung a little far out to the right, and then your body actually was facing more towards the front. Always making sure that your toes end up pointing towards your horse's hooves. Good. Let's try that one more time. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, together. Good. 1, 2, 3, together. Good. Making sure that when you cross over with your foot in front of the other. So left leg out, right leg crosses over in front, left leg out, and together. Good. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3, together. Nice. After your inspection, the judge will then dismiss you to turn and trot away. You will be in position, toes pointed to your horse's front left foot. The judge will nod to you, nod back out of politeness, and then you're going to proceed into your 180-degree pivoted turn. So at the end, as I turn and face back, the reason why I did this is because you're going to turn and trot away. So you want to make your clear pivot all the way around, stop, turn, and then trot away. Make sure that you have slight little pauses in between movements. This shows clear, clean, distinctive movements in between each phase of your showmanship. So I'm going to have my 3 helpers here. Let's demonstrate. So go ahead and turn and point toes to your horse's front left foot. The judge will then nod to you. And now you may turn and face your horse's head and push 180-degree turn. Good. Nice, firm, brisk pause. And then face the wall. Very nice, you guys. Thank you. Okay, after you have reversed your horse in your 180-degree turn to then perform your trot away, the purpose of this is for the judge to be able to see a nice, clean, straight line. You're going to pivot in your turn, stop, Go pause. And then briskly trot away super straight. As you trot, one big mistake a lot of people make is they allow their elbows to come out of their ribs. And they basically just want to jog with your horse. You want to keep your elbows very firm next to your ribs, shoulders back, and your hands perfectly placed in front of you with your thumbs up as you've remained the entire time through the class. As you trot, step in and give a lean forward. This will help keep you a little bit more balanced. If you remain upright and try to trot off, you get a swing. So try to step in, lean forward, trot ahead, and then as you stop, you're going to plant your foot, boom, straight up. Very clean, very brisk, and well poised. I'm going to demonstrate real fast. You're here, lean in, trot, 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 trot. Plant and stop, nice and clean. All right, let's have another go with our participants here, and go. Very nice, you guys. That was really good for first time. Very good. And as you can see, they all planted their feet firmly and stood straight up, nice and steady and still. Nicely done. Thank you. Okay. Let's go ahead and run a full pattern through so we can better discuss each individual step throughout your basic showmanship pattern. I'm going to go ahead and start out, and then my helpers here are going to follow through. So first thing, you're in the lineup, waiting for the judge to go ahead, nod to you. What you're going to do is your toes are pointed into your horse and set up as you are. You'll then step in, face the direction you're headed, walk to the judge briskly, stop, turn, face your horse, set up for inspection. Now you are in position, toes facing your horse's front left feet, elbows locked in position, hands parallel to the ground, and thumbs up. Notice how tall I'm standing, shoulders back, chin high, looking the judge directly in the eye, but don't make it weird. The judge will then perform their full inspection of the horse. You will then move around as your horse moves around the quadrants from left to right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just demonstrating. They'll then dismiss you. You'll pivot around. Stop. Face the direction you're headed. Face your horse. Stop. And set up. Then you're going to move to the next side of the horse as the judge will move on down the line to the next exhibitor. Okay, so individually, we're going to go with each person. So I'm going to be the judge, and we're going to start with Erin. Erin's going to go ahead and come to the judge for her inspection. So as I am the judge, I'm going to nod to Erin to let her know that I am ready. She is in position with her elbows next to her ribs. Good job, Erin. I'm going to nod to you, and you'll nod back. Good. Walk briskly to the judge. Good. Right hand down. Don't get too high. There you go. Clean halt. Good. Very nice. Feet facing the horse's front left foot. Good. Now, as the judge, I want to maneuver around. Not yet. So you want to wait until, guess we didn't cover this, you want to wait until the judge meets the 4 quadrants. 4 quadrants, again, being head, shoulder, tail, shoulder. So as I reach the horse's shoulder, Erin will then maneuver to the next side with me. Here we go. I am now meeting the horse's shoulder. 1, 2, 3 together. Crossing the horse's tail. Come with me. 1, 2, 3 together. Crossing the horse's shoulder. Boom. 1, 2, 3 together. So as soon as the judge comes to the horse's shoulder, 1, 2, 3 together. The reason for this is Erin can now see the judge as well as I can see the horse and the handler at the same time. She's not in my way and having her back to me. So I've crossed the shoulder, back up front, boom, 1, 2, 3 together, in position. I will then dismiss her. Thank you, have a good day. And Erin will be so kind. Thank you. So play. Good, face your horse, 180-degree turn. Pause, face the direction ahead. Now watch that hand, Erin, right hand. And halt. Good, face the horse, 180-degree turn. Back into position, right hand down, right hand down. Good, and pause. Very nicely done, Erin. Good job, as I am moving down to the next exhibitor. Okay, Aaron, you may relax. Kirsty, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and present your horse. So Kirsty is now in position once again, toes pointed to the horse's front left. Good. And she is waiting for her turn. So she's looking clearly at the judge, standing tall and straight, shoulders back. Good, and very happy. I want to come to her. She's looking for me for her turn. I nod to her, and she nods back. And she walks clearly to the judge, which this is your horse here in the center. Good. And halt, facing toes to the horse's hooves. Very nicely done. And the judge then will be here in front of Kirsty. So now we'll go ahead and perform our inspection around the horse. And again, shoulders, tail, shoulder, head. So as I cross by here, Kirsty will wait until I reach the horse's shoulder. Now, 1, 2, 3 together. Good, nice and firm. And as I cross the horse's tail, Kirsty will cross over with me. Together, good. And as I approach and I cross the horse's shoulder, Kirsty will then 1, 2, 3 together. Good. And I'm back up here in place as the judge. So she may now cross back over. 1, 2, 3 together. And I'll nod to her, thank you, have a good day. And she may be dismissed. So this is when you now push in your 180-degree turn, face your horse 180. There you go. Halt. Turn and face the direction you're headed. Halt and trot away. Nice straight line. Very good, Kirsty. And pause, face your horse. 180-degree turn back to face the direction you were. Nice and clean. Good. Whoop. And set your horse up and in position. Very nicely done, Kirsty. And you may relax. So our last but not least is going to be Cole. All right, so the judge has now approached Cole. Cole, why don't you step on over and we're going to take Kirsty's place as well. We'll pretend like we have her horse. So again, the judge has now come to Cole. Now recognizing, now Cole, remember your elbows bent, arms parallel to the ground, and thumbs up. Standing tall and firm. Good. And now I will go ahead and acknowledge you. Turn and face the direction you're headed. Walk to the judge, clean and briskly. And halt. One of the biggest things that we all tend to want to do is that one right hand wants to creep up higher and higher and higher. Make sure you always stay level, parallel to the ground. Now this may change if you have a smaller or a taller horse, and depending on the size of the handler. But generally, you want to stay parallel, right here or close to the horse's face, but don't allow that hand to creep too far up. Good, okay, so now we're going to perform our inspection with Cole. All right, I'm going to walk around, keeping your eye on the judge. Make sure you're eyeballing that judge, you're happy to see them, smile on your face, and watching them work around your horse. Here we go. Wait until I cross the shoulder, boom. 1, 2, 3 together, good. I can see Cole and the horse. And with me across the tail, 1, 2, 3 together, very nice, elbows next to ribs. As I approach the horse's shoulder, 1, 2, 3 together, good. Notice how quick Cole was to maneuver to the next side. This way, he is never in the way of the judge viewing the horse. Good, judge comes back up. Very nicely done, Cole. And now you may turn and trot away.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good, stop. Turn and face your direction, trot away. Clean, halt, good. Very nicely done, thank you.